Good evening, Mayor, Council. City Administrator's report, as you know, encompasses both the municipal court as well as code compliance.
To your mic, Joe.
Code compliance.
There you go.
And I don't know if you have any questions in that regard as far as the two reports. One of the updates I wanted to give you was, and I think if you recall, about 2 or 3 council meetings ago, the council mandated that "In God We Trust" be placed on our police vehicles. Those mottos have been ordered, and as you may imagine, the vendor that we utilize is utilized by many departments, not only for that, but for decaling police department and fire department vehicles and other emergency service vehicles. So we are we're in the queue, and I expect any day for them to call us, and we'll bring in our cars down, and we will then fulfill the mandate of the council in that regard.
What is the initial cost on those? Do you know? Do you remember?
Chief?
Where did he go?
They're going to be right at $300
A piece or just 300 for all?
for all.
For all of them, okay. So about $100 a piece.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
is that it?
That's it.
Okay, are there any questions, council? Motion made by Ken Parnell to accept the city administrator, municipal court, and code compliance reports. We really need to shorten that title.
Second.
Seconded by Eric Hunter, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So it passes.
May I make a comment?
Yes.
I should have made it in my report. Can we reopen my report, please? I'd like to make a
Do I
comment.
need a motion on that wall to reopen?
That's
Motion.
fine.
Motion made to reopen,
Second.
seconded by Bonnie Black, seconded by Eric.
If you'll notice, the current month revenue by the municipal court
We need to vote on it?
is reduced
Oh,
by...
I'm sorry, all in favor?
Aye.
We've never done that before.
It's been rude.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Reduced by almost 25% from the month before. The month before, I believe we were somewhere around $20,000, and we discussed that in public at Councilman Bashman's request. He wanted me to mention that to the people that were present here. Well, this month, the municipal court revenue is $15,936, about 25%, 20 to 23% less. And I think that should put to rest anybody's misinformation about there being a traffic ticket quota in this city. If there was, there wouldn't be a reduction in 25% in revenue in the municipal court.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Motion to accept the report, is that all? That's all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Motion made by Ken Parnell to accept the report,
Second.
seconded by Eric. Why break that habit? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So it passes. Police Department report. Come on down, Hank. Chief.
First off, are there any questions on any of the reports?
Do we have folks in the other room? No? Okay. What, get to your mic, Chief, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are there any questions on the police report?
Yes, Chief, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
My understanding is we had an officer injured Sunday before, yesterday, a week ago Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Can you fill us in on that? I want folks to know how dangerous what you guys do is.
Okay. Basically, the officer's initial call was to Luke's Mobile Home Park on a report of I'm not sure, a former boyfriend had come into a home uninvited, and the officer responded to it, and when the report came in, there's no report of violence or arguing or anything of that nature. The officer reported to the situation. The subject in question has a history of mental problems, plus was speculated that he'd been up 3 days straight on probably meth and I'm not sure what else. Not that big in stature, but the officer, for his safety, because of the cooking implements and things in the house, he wanted the guy to step outside. He requested he step outside several times. He didn't want to. So he laid hands to escort him outside, which time the guy just went berserk. And from there it went downhill. The officer, what we call dry stunning, that's using your taser, making contact, not firing it, making contact, and he dry stunned him twice, no effect. Oh, first he sprayed him, he did what we call lit him up, sprayed him in the face with pepper spray, no effect, absolutely nothing. Dry stunned him twice, no effect, absolutely nothing. Then he shot him with the probes in the back, no effect. That's when you go from plan A to plan Z. He ended up in a confrontation, struggling, and during the struggling, our officer was stunned, dry stunned as a result of the fight. Finally, some citizens joined in. They were able to restrain him. The officers, from the initial get-go, the officer's portable radio was damaged. He couldn't get out. He couldn't do
Fight?
He couldn't do emergency. He couldn't hit the
down
red
over
button.
that water, and then you smoke with your foot.
Wow.
And so some people helped him restrain him. Someone else called the SO. They sent 2 units out and they were able to restrain him, get him in. And then one of our other officers came in to help him to take him down to the jail and process him.
Is he okay?
Yeah, our officer's fine. We've had him checked out. He's fine. I mean, anytime you go through a situation like that, it's emotionally and mentally stressful. Plus, you use muscles you've never used before, so you're going to be sore for a few days and that sort of thing.
God bless him. I just wanted folks to know that, I know that a lot of times stuff like that will fly under the radar, and I knew that we had an officer hurt, and it can happen anytime.
Well, any of them, and that's just how fast it can take place.
It wasn't even a call for violence, which is, Thank you, Chief. That was my only question. And thank that officer for it.
We will, sir.
Fine.
Ma'am.
Be sure and tell him that Jesse can share some of his fudge.
You got a thumbs up back there.
You may have to do extra fudge on that.
No, you want some too.
Okay, are there any other questions, council? Do you have questions on the police report? Do I have a motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept the police report.
Motion made by Bonnie Black, seconded by Billy Steele. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So it passes. You didn't know Billy's voice got lower, did you? Streets, roads, and water system reports. Mr. Passmore. Nobody told you there'd be a test today, right?